The Queen has ruled for longer than any other monarch in British history, becoming a much-loved and respected figure across the globe.
Her extraordinary reign has seen her travel more widely than any other monarch, undertaking many historic overseas visits.
Known for her sense of duty and her devotion to a life of service, she has been an important figurehead for the UK and the Commonwealth during times of enormous social change.
Majesty continues to carry out a full program of engagements, from visits to charities and schools, to hosting visiting heads of state.
Leading the nation in remembrance and celebratory events, all supported by other members of the royal family.
The Queen sees public and voluntary service as one of the most important elements of her work. The Queen has links as royal patron or president with other 600 charities, military associations, professional bodies, and public service organizations.
These vary from well-established international charities to smaller bodies working in a specialist area or on a local basis only.
Elizabeth became Queen on 6 February 1952. She was officially Queen of the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Pakistan, and Ceylon, now called Sri Lanka.
Many more countries that she also ruled because they belonged to the British Empire. One by one, many of the countries became independent, and as they gained independence, she became queen of many of them.
Elizabeth was born in London, the first child of Duke and Duchess of York, later King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, and she was educated privately at home.
Her father ascended the throne on the abdication of his brother King Edward VIII in 1936, from which time she was the heir presumptive.
Began to undertake public duties during the Second World War, serving in the auxiliary territorial service. In 1947, she married Philip, Duke of Edinburgh.
In 1947, she married Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, a former Prince of Greece and Denmark, with whom she has 4 children: Charles, Prince of Wales, and Princess Royal, Prince Andrew, Duke of York, and Prince Edward, Earl of Warwick.
At the time of her birth, most people did not realize Elizabeth would someday become the Queen of Great Britain.
With the outbreak of World War II in 1939, Elizabeth and her sister largely stayed out of London. From there, she made the first of her famous radio broadcasts in 1940.
For much of her life, the Queen has surrounded herself with dogs. She is especially known for her love of corgis, owning more than 30 descendants of the first corgi she received as a teenager.
Elizabeth was crowned on June 2, 1953, in Westminster Abbey at the age of 27. Elizabeth had assumed the responsibilities of ruling monarch on February 6, 1952, when her father, King George VI, died.
Queen Elizabeth II was born at 2:40 a.m. on 21st April 1926 to parent the Duke and Duchess of York, who later became King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother.
Is the longest reigning monarch ever in Britain, beating even Queen Victoria, her great-great-grandmother.
As Queen, she has been served by 14 UK Prime Ministers, including Winston Churchill, Margaret Thatcher, and more recently Boris Johnson.
Became a homeowner at just 6 years old when the people of Wales visited her house in the grounds of Windsor's Royal Lodge.
Elizabeth made her first radio broadcast in October 1940 during the Second World War.
On 21st April 2019, Queen Elizabeth II turned 93, from creating her own breed of dog to sending 50,000 Christmas cards. Her Majesty's certainly been busy over the years.
She is the only person in the UK allowed to drive without a license, and she still drives to this day.
The Queen's birthplace is now a fancy Cantonese restaurant called a Hoxton at 70 Bruton Street in Mayfair. We hope she likes the cake.
The Queen first sent an email in 1976 and published her first Instagram post in 2019.
She has many hobbies, including horse riding, pigeon racing, and football. She is an Arsenal supporter.
The Queen has 2 birthdays.
Her actual birthday 21 April, and her official birthday which is held on a Saturday in June when the weather's better.